Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two wide receivers will be looking to be #1 targets on the field in today's game. It's Jones's Falcons going up against Brown's Steelers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Atlanta Falcons. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, it's Roethlisberger. James has got it. Complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jesse James, 30 yards. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, we got a second here before this next drive starts. It seems like every week we're talking injuries, and we had 3 quarterback shoulder injuries from this last week.
Yeah, and it's really unfortunate because we're talking about some of the most recognizable players in the league. Jameis Winston really coming on as a young quarterback. Trevor Siemian, captain of the Denver Broncos.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Adrian Claiborne. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On second down, Roethlisberger. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brooks Reed in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. It's Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. Now, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Adrian Claiborne in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 37 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Well, before this next offensive drive gets going, you know, we still have 2 0-6 teams in the NFL, the 49ers and the Browns, and you're looking at me because I know you made a prediction that one of these 2 teams would win this past week.
Yeah, we had the Giants in there going into it as well, right? We had the Giants, 49ers, and Browns, and I predicted that the Browns would be the first to get off the schneid. Instead, it was the Giants. So the Browns looking at me with a little crooked eye, aren't they? Like, hey, just leave us alone and let us play. Don't make any more predictions, man.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know, when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And now it's second down.
Hey, want to switch gears for a second. I'm going way off the radar here. But Tariq Cohen threw a touchdown pass last week, standing at 5'6". And
a towering 5'6".
You had an interesting note on this.
Yeah, he's the first player 5'6" or shorter to throw a touchdown pass in the NFL since Wee Willie Smith of the New York Giants in 1934.
I got to look this up.
All right, and I've had a lot.
Wee Willie
Smith. And I've had a lot of historians say, hold it a second, Eddie LeBaron, remember the quarterback? Eddie was 5'7", folks. He was posting up Tariq Cohen, okay?
I got it right here. Wee Willie Smith. You are correct.
Thank you.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, here's Ryan. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 3rd and 5.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Finding Gabriel complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. So 1:56 to play in this first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, the quarterback's got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant. That's a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Certainly their offense has sputtered here a little bit in the first half as they finally do get on the board, but they only have 3.
Well, at least it eases the frustration a bit, doesn't it? To be able to get some points on the board, feel a little bit better about themselves as they go into the locker room and try and regroup.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. He's going to look deep down the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, Ryan dancing to his left. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And it's up and good. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. Charles, you think Big Ben is happy to have Antonio Brown on the other side of his passes?
You know he is, but he also expects it. This is how their offense runs best. When those two get together, especially early, and continue to do it throughout the game, the end result is the one we're seeing right now. They're ahead on the board.
It has been early and often. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the 1st here on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Bryant has it. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And he is out of bounds just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Andre Roberts now to return it. So 2 quarters. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. On the return, here's Justin Hardy. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now Ryan on second down. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. James Harrison from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now Ryan. He's got Sanu. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They needed 15. They got 16 and a first down. Now Ryan on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Shift together here from the D-line. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden, with it. This one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get, they get to the football. It's blocked. pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick six. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, let's go league-wide for a second, Charles. Kansas City losing to Pittsburgh, so no more undefeated teams remaining in the NFL. The 72 Dolphins could celebrate once again.
I wonder if they got caught off guard a little bit that it happened this early, because some years they almost go to the wire, don't they? In this case.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here we go.
And he motions the wide receiver. Now Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw on second down, Ryan. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this. On first down, Ryan. And he'll go out of bounds down inside
inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons get a bit closer. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Vic Beasley coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Martavis Bryant. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, 85 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And this is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Second and 10, it's Ryan again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Stephon Tuitt able to get in there and drop him behind the line. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He's airing it out for Sanu. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden, with it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
They'll try and run with Freeman. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they could somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Seven yards to go on second down. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers at first. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Bryant with a catch right side. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Go, left. Hey. Check this. Here we go. Like 80. On his left. Jackson.
They'll try again with Bell. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. It's up and good, and they add one more to what